Good evening, everyone. Sorry I'm a minute or two late. For some reason, my background doesn't want to come on. I was messing around with that, can't figure out what's wrong, so I guess we're going with just the green screen behind me tonight then. Yeah, Nancy, you were a little bit early, but better early than late, I guess. Hello, just doing our best. I hope you're still here, or you're going to be coming back. I just went outside to lock the chickens in and start the generator, and it's snowing again. Oh, okay, I see you're here now. Just doing our best. Hello, the Oklahoma Grammy Sandra Madrano. Good to have you here. Feathered Friends Homestead. Good to have you here. Yeah, we're not supposed to get much snow, but it's snowing a little bit. Guess we can't really complain. Here it is, the 22nd of January, and we haven't had more than, I think, 6 inches of snow for this month would be stretching that. We haven't had more than an inch or two on the ground at any time. That's about what we have now, is probably about 2 inches on the ground. So that's not too bad. I rode my bike today for the first time in 2 weeks. That seemed to have gone okay. I unhooked my trailer, just took my bike with the backpack. I just went to the truck stop, take a shower, and get a gallon of Arizona iced tea. Oh, yeah, Feathered Friends, that's what we normally get this time of the year. I've never seen a January with this little snow. It's not unusual for the first week or so to have bare ground. It wasn't like that when I was a kid, but here lately it seems like we'll get snow in December, we'll have a white Christmas, and then around New Year's all the snow melts and we'll start January bare ground. But we always have a couple feet on the ground by now. I've never seen a January like this. I'm hoping we can make the rest of the winter like this. Yeah, I heard that there were places down south that's supposed to get quite a storm. I know they're predicting snow for us, but the last I knew there was nothing major in the forecast. Like you're saying tonight, 2 to 3 inches. Um, Tomorrow, an inch or less. Tomorrow night, little or nothing. Um, Wednesday, they're not saying, they're just saying snow, but not giving an accumulation. Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday, they're not giving any accumulations, but I haven't heard of any great accumulation. Then after that, it's a 50% chance of snow showers for the next 3 days after that. It's going to get a little bit colder. But they're not really predicting any extreme cold. Not for us, anyways. Um, 11 degrees is supposed to be our coldest temperature in the next 10 days. But, for some, 11 is cold, but for us, that's not bad. Because last year, we were 10, 20 below every night during this part of January. Yeah, Nancy, it's colder than I'd like it to be, that's for sure. Hello, Shaz73. Good to have you here. Hope I didn't miss anyone else coming in. Thank you, just doing our best for reminding everyone about the thumbs up. I don't know, I can remember it on other people's lives. I forget it on mine. There, I got it now. Thank you. Hello, T&J Homestead. Good to have you here. I think I got everyone. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry about it. You can just comment again. Hello, Johnny Small Pepper. Good to have you here. And that's what we have been. We've been holding right around 30. Some days a little bit into the 30s, but we're supposed to be cooling off some now. Not terribly cold, like I was saying, but our highs are supposed to be are gradually going down. Most of this week was supposed to be right around 30, 32. Friday, upper 20s. And then by next Tuesday, we're supposed to be around 20, 21 for a high. But like I said, even that isn't bad compared to what we get here sometimes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of cold, rain, or snow, but I'd rather have the rain over snow. But not at these temperatures, though. I don't want the freezing rain. Luckily, we haven't had too much freezing rain this year. Hello, Cottonwood Rank. Good to have you here. I think we only had one day when we had freezing rain, and that wasn't too bad. It just enough to glaze everything over. No real accumulation. Years ago, we used to have quite a little freezing rain. It was nothing for us to get half, 3/4 of an inch of freezing rain. And that definitely causes problems. Yep. Now I'm hoping once I get moved south, I won't have to deal with much snow and cold. I know it's gotten cold this winter in the south, but at least it doesn't last like it does here. You know, in a few days it's going to warm up. Here, it could be a few months before it warms up. Although this year we have been pretty lucky so far. Oreo, you want to go and say hi to everyone? Here's Oreo. I don't think he really wanted to come over and say hi, but... Well, actually, I've got to get that changed on my About page. I'm not going to be moving to Tennessee now. It's going to be Arkansas now. And that will be sometime this year. I've had a recommendation not to move during the summer. Make it either spring or fall. And I don't think I can get everything done that I need to get done here before I leave. So chances are it's going to be this fall. Oreo, they're saying hi to you. They say you're beautiful. Yeah, he is a beautiful cat. Very friendly. He's my biggest cat, too. So it's a good thing he's friendly. Hello, Radio Man. Good to have you here. The animals are all coming with me. The only animals I have is my 6 cats and 7 chickens. The other animals that you see in the videos are my landlord's. The pigs, the geese, and part of the chickens are his. So it won't be any problem with my 7 chickens, and I'll probably have a few more chickens by then because I'm going to incubate some eggs once they start laying. Well, I just have the chickens and the 6 cats. Hello, Coffee Walks and whatever. Good to have you here. Yeah, I've been talking with Brett and Deborah from Tiny Farm Nuggets, and they have a place that I can stay until I find something permanent. So I'm going to be going down there for the time being, and then once I find something permanent, then it'll be right in that area. Hello, Ark Wildman Survival. Good to have you here. Hello, Beverly Moffett. Good to have you here. Hello, Peaceful Daz. Good to have you here. Hope I didn't miss anyone. I know quite a few just came in. I want to thank everyone for being here. Yep. I'll be right down there near you, Ark Wildman. I know you're not too far from Brett and Deborah. That's where I'll be starting out. I'll be there temporarily until I find something permanent. And all something happens to come along before then. And then I can move right to where I'm going to be permanently. Hello, Handicapped Traveler. Good to have you here. I know a lot of you have been asking my videos about my knee. That's doing much better now. And that didn't really bother me. Well, I only had to ride my bike pretty much just there today. I was coming back. I wasn't more than maybe a half mile from the truck stop on the way back. And someone picked me up and brought me home. So I didn't have to come up the worst of the hills on the way back. The first hill that I had to push my bike up, I was right at the top of that hill when they stopped, and then they brought me the rest of the way home. And with the brace on it, it had some protection on there. So I think maybe I got that taken care of now. I do have to go to the laundromat because I literally have almost no clean clothes at all right now. So I have to hook the trailer back up to my bike and go to the laundromat probably tomorrow. You're Superman. He was over there pestering his sister, so get him off from her for a few minutes. I don't know, they seem to like to pester her. I think it's because she's the smallest one. I got two females, and the other female gets very rough with her too, because she plays very rough anyways. And she gets very rough with Dixie. And Superman's a little better about sitting in my lap than Oreo. Oreo lets me pick him up, but then he wants to be put right back down. But Superman sleeps on me at night. Yes. All the animals are going to Arkansas with me. Because all I have is just the 6 cats. And right now it's 7 chickens. I do want to hatch out some more eggs when they start laying. So I might have a few more chickens by that time. Because the other animals that you see in my video, the pigs, the geese, and part of the chickens, those are my landlords. Yeah, all my kitties are all very sweet. Hello, Mayhem and Miracles. Good to have you here. Yeah, I know some of you have. If anyone hasn't, if you want to drop your link, just type in King. I see some connections have been made here. That's great to see. Yes, Johnny, there is some great people in here. Like to see everyone get connected. We're one big family. I'm up to 687 now. I was up to 690, but they dropped me back to 698. Got back up to 690 again. Then today they dropped me back to 687. But I should be hitting 700 soon. Hello, Mark. Little Ridge Farm. Good to have you here. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Good to have you here. Oh, yeah, I looked it up last week. I actually have gained well over 1,000 subscribers. And they've taken like 350 from me or something like that. Oh. Well, drop your link, Mark. Maybe there's someone in here that's not connected with you. Maybe we can get you there. Yeah, go ahead and check out Little Ridge Farm. And actually, I'm going to put the link up. And I know you're on everyone's live, Mark, but if you want to come up and let people know what's going on and how they can donate to you and stuff, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to pin that at the top. Yeah, go ahead, Mark. Yeah, go ahead, drop that link. And if you want to come up and talk to people, that's fine also. Yeah, if any of you don't know, Mark at Little Ridge Farm had a house fire November 26th. He lost everything. He wasn't home at the time. And he's trying to raise money so he can rebuild. There are certain things you need to have done on the house before you can get insurance on it. And he was almost to that point, but wasn't quite there. So unfortunately, he didn't have any insurance on his house. So, well, speaking of Mark, here he is. Hello, Mark.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Not too bad. Yeah, go ahead and Just let people know what's going on. You can tell them better than I can.
Right. Well, my 10-year-old daughter and I, lost our home in a fire. We lost everything. November 26th. I didn't put it out there or nothing until after the first of the year. I didn't want to ruin anybody's holidays with our devastation and stuff. I mean, I did a video. I think it was in December. I did a video and just put it up, but I didn't do anything about trying to raise money or nothing until afterwards. But I mean, we're just looking for kind-hearted people, to donate to the GoFundMe, donate to the PayPal, Cash App, Zelle. That's all in my About section. I'll drop a couple links in the chat too as I go along here. On the GoFundMe is also the video of the fire and medical disaster that I've been dealing with. You can also go to my live section on my channel and go to the fire and disaster video, and in the description is an address if anybody just wants to send a check, because I've had a few people send checks. You can send Home Depot cards, Lowe cards, anything, so we can rebuild a new tiny home. It's been hard, but we're getting through it. I know there's other people out there that are more deserving and worse off than we are. Right now we're living in an RV, but we got set up in that just after, like 3 days after Christmas. I think I moved into the RV, which was my brother's RV, so it's just temporary. And then my girlfriend was kind enough to get me a round trip ticket to come out and stay with her for a while to get away from everything. Because every time I looked out my window, every time I went out the door, there's the disaster of my home. So everything was getting really stressful, depressing. So thanks to my girlfriend, she flew me out here to Arizona, and I'm going to stay with her for a little while. But I'll be back home, and, I'm only going to be here like 2 months. We live 2,000 miles apart. So, it was good for me to come out here. When I got off the plane here, it was like I left a load on that right behind me on that plane. Being here with her is definitely going to be putting me in a better mindset. It's definitely helped out with me getting up on and doing lives. It's just been a little hard talking about it sometimes. Every now and then I do break down and start crying a little bit on the lives, and I don't want to, because just something that happens. Over at Backwoods Misfit on his channel, they will be having a auction or a fundraiser of some sort where you buy tickets or you buy a number on a wheel, and they have given away a bunch of prizes and got some blankets and everything going on. It's still all up in the works. They'll figure out exactly everything as we go along. I mean, I got a 10-year-old daughter, and everybody's always like asking what does she want to replace that she lost. And my daughter didn't want anything. She just wants another room. She wants her bedroom. And so she can have a place for all of her art supplies and her desk and everything. And she can do her artwork and work on her little YouTube channel as well. We give to the homeless. We live on about $1,100 a month, and we donate to the homeless every winter. We aren't greedy or selfish people at all. Never have been. We've helped other people out as well, besides homeless, every year around wintertime. We did the Pafford fundraiser and raised money for them. We helped Devil Dog, get a computer. We've done a few others here and there too. And, it's just, $5, $10, it doesn't matter what it is. We had one channel donate $500, and I couldn't thank them enough. I even thanked them today on the Belt Loop 29's channel when I was doing the shout outs. They emailed me while I was up there, and they said, you can go ahead and shout us out and let everybody know. And I said, okay. and they donated to me back. I think it was right about the first of the year. They sent me $500. So that's when I kind of broke down a little bit on their channel. Tuber Chat. I mean, anybody that's connected with them, he had a big shout out for me today too. He's been a real big supporter on trying to help us. He's a great man. He's had a lot of kind words to say about us as well. I mean, there's a lot of people in this community that are trying to help. I mean, even you, Peter, you're around on all the lives and everything. You hear it and see it all the time. It's kind of like a repeat for you probably, but you still come in, Did I miss anything in chat? Because I really don't know what else to say unless you got some questions for me, brother.
Well, I haven't seen anything in chat here for you.
Okay. Yeah, anybody can share. You can share this all out on the community page, about my medical and fire and medical disaster video. You can share it on your community pages. You can share the GoFundMe and everything as well on your Facebooks, your Instagrams, anything. If you have a channel and you want to bring me up on a live, we can do that. I just have to schedule it because my girlfriend works from home, so I have to work around that, and then she does schooling afterwards. But when she's free, her free time is my time, and I have to take advantage of every minute of that while I'm here, because we might not see each other for another 4 months after I go back home. Mayhem and miracles. I live in upstate New York. I think Des is in here too. I'm not sure if she's been dropping the GoFundMe link or not, but I can get it real quick here anyway. But here's the GoFundMe link here. I'll drop it in there. I got it, Des. Thanks. But Des, you know where everything's at, and I appreciate your help with everything. I mean, Rebecca touched my yarn. What a sweet lady, I appreciate her help as well. Simply Jan, anybody knows Simply Jan, she's been a big help. She's the one that got the fundraiser going. With the GoFundMe and everything. Thanks for joining my channel. Usually if people connect with me, I connect back as well. I don't expect everybody's content to be something that we'd all be interested in, but there might be just that one video once a month or once every 2 months that you're going to be interested in watching, and then that's the one you watch. A lot of times I'll just let my computer play on somebody's channel that I haven't watched videos on, and I'll be on my phone doing something else. If I go downtown or something, I leave the laptop on and I run somebody's playlist while I'm gone. All them little things help. Our treasured home, hello. I'm at live tonight, and I know my supporters will too. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, anybody can mention this all out. Sharing is caring. And if it's not shared out, the people that care aren't going to be able to help. I never thought this would ever happen to me, and I'd be one of the ones asking for help, but here I am. And it's took a little bit out of my pride. Because like I said, I've always been the one helping somebody else. I've never liked asking anybody for help. But if it wasn't for my 10-year-old daughter, I wouldn't be doing this at all. I just have to put a roof over her head and keep her safe. Without the roof over her head, I'm not going to have her. She'll end up being at her mom's more than anything else. Here's my PayPal. I'll drop that in there. And I'll put my Cash App in. Yeah, Beverly Moffett. Kira is a sweet girl. For 10 years old, she's amazing. And those of you that don't know is, my little girl is not selfish, not one bit. She'd rather give to people than receive, like I do. It's how I've raised her, and hopefully she'll continue that as she gets older as well. Mark, all I can say is that I know the Lord will do exceedingly abundantly above all we ask or think. No, I'm hoping. Prayers can only go so far, though. It's just praying for kind-hearted people. If I had things to sell, I would sell them. But like I said, everything I had was in that house. And some of you know, some of you heard this story before, I lost my mom in February. And in March, I bought, because of some inheritance, it wasn't much because there's 5 of us kids. We were able to split the money, and I was able to buy my computer set up with 3 screens and a good mic, keyboard, camera, everything. I bought tripods and everything for my phone and all that stuff, selfie sticks and everything. And I don't have none of that stuff no more. I had and I have a bad back, and I had a $2,000 bed, and I don't have that no more. So sleeping has been pretty rough lately. Even here at my girlfriend's, I'm getting a little bit more sleep, but 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm up and I'm out on a love seat, and I'm on YouTube watching somebody's live or catching up on videos that I might have missed when I was spending time with her. Word of mouth is a wonderful thing. Just watch it unfold, Mark. Yeah. That's the thing, word of mouth. And anybody that's doing lives, shout it out there, just take a moment and be kind and throw it out there every time you do a live. Even if you go up on somebody else's panel, get the information out there. If the information don't get out there, it doesn't get spread. And I've been up on multiple lives in the past, probably a little over a week. And I've probably been on 20 or 30 lives. I'm doing anywhere from 2 to 4 lives a day. Peter can vouch for that.
Day.
Yeah, because you can vouch for it because you're in every one of them. I see you all the time in there, and Des is the same way, she's always there, and it's like we're following each other around, but just we're all
connected to the same channels.
Yep, we all are connected with the same community, and it's just the way that it rolls. Our treasured home. There's another one that follows me around at times. It's like I'm being stalked by Des, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't help you financially, but I'll promote you as much as I can.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, and I know you can, and I don't expect you to. If people can't afford it, I understand. It's hard times, but sometimes, it's like, some people, that make twice as much money as I do, they won't even help a little bit. It's like, they'll go to Dunkin' Donuts and they'll dump money on a cup of coffee, though. If you can give up that cup of coffee, you're helping somebody, and it's going to make your heart feel good, and that's the way I always been. Like, on one of the lives I mentioned, me and my daughter would go through Dunkin' Donuts, and she would get her frozen chocolate milk and a donut sometimes. I don't do it a lot for her. It's like once in a great while because I don't like her having that frozen chocolate. But sometimes when she does, she's just so good and everything. It's like she does well in school. I kind of treat her. And that was one of the things we did one day. And I asked the um, lady up at the window, I said, how much is the bill for the person behind me? And they're like, it's like $6. I paid that $6. So when they got to the window, they didn't even have to pay for it. So either they could have been kind and paid for the person behind them, or they could have just drove off. Um, it's just something that I do once in a while. My sister does the same thing. And there's other people out there that do the same thing too, because we have pulled into Dunkin' Donuts and the car in front of us has paid it as well. Yeah, Des, we are stalking each other. But yeah, sharing is caring. I say that all the time. You know, it's just like, if I see somebody coming up live and stuff now, it's like I'm always sharing their videos out of my community. After, it's just trying to get that all out there to send people over there to other channels. Um, and something like this is just, same thing. Um, I mean, even if somebody wants to do shorts, because shorts are a big thing coming up. So you can do a short on this, explaining everything in a minute and throw it out there. Now you got a short out there on your channel as well, trying to promote this for us. Um, Brett at Tiny Farm Nugget, he knows exactly what I'm going through because he went through it over a year ago.
Yeah. He's trying to hold my smoke.
How you doing, Brett?
I'm good. How you, Mark?
I'm all right. I missed the live at MT Homestead, so I had to rewatch it when I got back here. I had to run downtown with my girlfriend to get some groceries and stuff. So once we got back here, I watched it, and I see you were up there. Belt Loop was up there. Devil Dog. I was like, holy cow, it's a full house today up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great channel.
Yeah. And of course, Old Man King was there. Peter was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Man, it's such a good community, and we just went and we sold a third of an acre to a neighbor today. And it's really cool how it went down because we just went across the street because across the street, our neighbors over there, we know real well. They donated to our cause when our house burnt. I mean, they're not rich folks, but they helped us out a little financially as much as they could. And man, just really good people. And she's a notary, so we went over there and signed the paperwork. And the guy, he's our neighbor, so he needs a little more land because he's got a lot of equipment and stuff and not enough room. And so we said, yeah, well, I just told him straight up, I'd rather get that tree line off of my property because I don't want to be responsible for it. And so, yeah, it was just so simple and easy, good friends, neighbors. And when you live in a place like this, you feel so blessed. So even though the fire happened and we'll never get that stuff back, it's just stuff. And we're alive and we live in a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And
it still affects you though today, don't it? Still bothers you about losing
Deborah.
everything?
Yeah. Deborah had to step out. I said, look, I want to go on this live and be supportive and stuff. And she says, okay, but I'm going to step out because I don't want to talk about fires.
Yeah, because when I was up on your live, it actually bothered her and she had to leave and go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, she's kind of hypersensitive about it, and honestly, I just block it out, and I think that kind of bugs her too. I talked to her about it, but
yeah, after time you got to block it out. I mean, that's what you got to do. For my 10-year-old, it's a lot easier, because she knows she's going to get everything back one way or another. She knows Daddy will make sure of it. But for me, it's going to be hard until I start rebuilding.
Yeah.
Then then I know.
Yeah,
You know,
and then you're taking action. Yeah,
it's so hard when you don't know where you're staying and you have no idea where you're going to end up. You know,
yeah.
I don't want to end up back in a tent or a carport with my daughter. She deserves better than that, and that's
Oh,
what we
it's
were.
extra hard when you've got a child dependent.
Yeah,
Our boys are grown. We still have one living with us, kind of dependent,
right.
but they're grown and they're in their 30s. So, yeah, I couldn't imagine having a young child and being worried to have that worry on top.
Yeah, I
Uh,
just, she's my world.
yeah,
Everybody knows that. I do anything I can for her.
but yeah, we're doing okay because man, we got a roof over our head. We got a way to heat and cool the place. Dogman last summer donated a 15,000 BTU air conditioner. I'm gonna have to put in here sometime before next spring.
Right.
But just people just give and give, and it may not be what you want when you need it, but save all that stuff. Try to. We got a barn full of stuff out there that I still have to go through. I haven't had time to go through it. All the stuff
Right.
that people gave us, and we got advice from Randy and Sharon at SJR Adventures. They've been through a fire too, and they lost it all. And they told us, look, man, people are going to give you stuff that you don't think you need, but just take it all because you'll never know what you need, and you can
Right.
always sell it. And you're never going to get back everything you lost.
Yeah.
This is not like insurance, or even with insurance, you don't get back everything you lost.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said before, we got a little help from Red Cross. They gave us like $500 to buy clothes, and because all I had was shorts and t-shirt, flip flops on. So,
Yeah, yeah.
because it was nice that day, that's what I wore. It was
I'm
just
still
simple.
wearing donated
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
I haven't
And
bought anything new. I mean, everything comes from the secondhand store, or it was
yeah.
donated, and I'm still wearing it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Red Cross, I probably would have been in the secondhand clothes, but I was able to go buy clothes. It's hard for me to find like secondhand pants and stuff that fit me because I'm 6'6".
Yeah,
So every time I go to the Salvation Army or something, just to find pants for like work or maybe even a good pair that I can just keep for good, I can't find them that fit my length. So
yeah.
it's very difficult. So
Men's
I have to
clothes. You
find a
can't
new one.
find men's shoes either that are any good because
Yep.
men wear them out.
Yep. Yeah, I wear a size 13, and you can't find them in a Salvation Army store either.
Yeah,
So thanks to
yeah,
my daughter Kira's friends, that were like her same size and stuff, they donate some clothes for her, and we had friends that got a bunch of stuff together from people from their work and everything, and she was able to have a Christmas and they got all of our bedding and everything we needed for the RV to get by on. Everybody wanted to send new stuff to us or ask me about an Amazon wish list and all that. And it's like, I don't have no place to store nothing. Um, I have my barn left and that's it, but all my tools and everything are in there. And I just didn't want everything to go in there and then end up getting ruined. So it's best to
yeah.
just, if you want to help out, just donate some money so we can start rebuilding. Because without the rebuild of a house, I'd have nothing to put anything in anyhow.
Yeah, yeah. It's tough. We were storing stuff in a tent for a while because we just didn't have room.
Yep.
And I still don't know everything we have, but I mean, it's not a lot of stuff, but it's just I don't have any shelving out in the barn, so it's pretty much spread out everywhere. And I still got to be able to park other stuff in there. We still got our lawn tractor and that old Ford 8N tractor. Uh, but yeah, it's all a big old dusty cobweb mess out there. It's just another project that's in the back burner. Uh, our main thing is trying to take care of the animals better and easier,
Right.
and keep our house halfway decent, even though it's we don't have anything anywhere to store stuff in here really either. But we did have our metal shelves left because they were out in the barn, so we moved all those in here. And
I had to turn my cam off, but I'll be right back. I'm listening now.
I'm glad we still had those because, man, without those, everything would be laying on the floor and you'd have to bend over and dig through boxes. It's just crazy. We still do that with a lot of stuff.
Yep.
But, yeah, living out of suitcases and everything. Man, when we were in that smaller shed, it was even harder. But we appreciated having it because we got our bathroom back and a shower. Before that, we were using a porta potty and an outdoor shower, a hose, a tent shower. Somebody sent us tent shower, so we used that. But I mean, that was cold water, and then you'd heat up water in a bucket or something and take it out there and use that, and then rinse off with cold water. That was pretty rough, especially in the winter. But you get by.
Outdoors, welcome in. Yeah, that's it. You know, we do. You get by with whatever you got to get by with. You know.
Yeah, I'm used to it. I mean, did a lot of camping when I was a kid and hitchhiking when I was a teenager and in my early 20s. And I mean, I've lived on the street, you know, so I really appreciate having a piece of land and just rebuilding as we go.
Right.
I can put my feet down here and call it home.
Yeah, you know, I mean, that's like me and my daughter. You know, we have that piece of land and we're just trying to build a tiny home and tiny little farm and tiny animals and just kind of keep it tiny and simple, you know?
Yeah.
And then we just lost everything. So it's like we got to start all over. And it took her and I 4 years to get the house built to where it was.
Yeah.
And so that put a hurting on us. I mean, I have the memories of her building it with me, but now it's out of sight. You know, I'll never be like my daughter helped me do that board or this one. And, you know, she cut this one. Now I got to start over and build again and have those build new memories.
Yeah.
And hopefully be able to sit in my house and say, my daughter put that screw in there or whatever, you know. Yeah. That's the stuff that means so much to me.
Yeah. So yeah. And you know, man, maybe the second time around you'll do things a little differently with your construction, maybe, or I don't know. The second time I do things, I tend to go. You know, you gain knowledge from the first time. So
yeah, I'm going to do it differently because it was pretty much like a 2-story tiny home. It just had the 2 lofts up there with the catwalk going all the way across, like 17 feet from one room to the other.
Yeah.
You really couldn't stand up there.
Yeah.
In the part above my bedroom, you could stand up there, which was the living room. My daughter could stand up there, you know, because she's only 5 foot. I couldn't stand up there, but everybody's like, how do you stand up in your bedroom? How do you stand up in the loft in your living room? I'm not going up there to stand. I'm going up there to sit down.
Yeah.
In my bedroom, I'm going in to lay down. Okay, so I got to duck a couple inches. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not in there to go dancing, you know?
Yeah.
So it worked. But, you know, with my back and everything the way that it's been lately, I would definitely do everything on one floor this time around. And make everything handicap accessible just in case something ever happened in the future and I needed a wheelchair or something.
Yeah, I want just lots of storage and kind of high up so like there's clearance and stuff, and I don't want any sharp corners to give me knots on my head. Those sharp corners hurt.
Just doing our best says I was homeless once upon a time with 2 kids, so I honestly know how you feel, Mark. Yeah. Luckily, you know, my daughter has her mom. That's where she is right now for a couple months, and I miss her every day. But we talk every day, we text every day, we can video chat every day, and that helps. But she knows that Daddy needed to get away and get things straightened out and figured out. She knew I was having a rough time. Yeah, I'm telling you, for 10 years old, she's a smart kid. Gray Wolf says, Mark, you're just going to have twice the memories with your little girl. Yes, I'm going to. That part I do know. It's building more memories. to have in my head and in my heart, and that's going to be precious for me. You have a
Yeah.
wonderful little girl. Yes, I do, Gray Wolf.
I got some good news today. Yesterday, actually, I was looking on our Google Photos and found pretty much a good subset of all the old photos that I had uploaded from the family albums that I inherited from my mom.
Right.
It's just pictures of me and my sister and my little brother when we were kids, young black and white. I'd spent hours scanning all those in, and I thought they were lost because we had downloaded them and put them on a local hard drive because we didn't want to pay Google for extra space. But a lot of them are still up there. I found them just yesterday, and I said, "Oh, hey, look, there's all these pictures," and I even have pictures of the oil paintings that my aunt did that were from my grandmother's house. And when my uncle died from that aunt, she gave me all those pictures, and I had them hanging in the house when it burned. But at least I got pictures of those paintings, so that's cool. And pictures of Deborah's ma. Her ma passed away when she was 39 from an aneurysm.
Right.
Deborah was just like 19 or something when she died. And that was her mom was great. Her mom was the one who introduced me and Deborah. And she was just a sweet lady. So, yeah, finding those pictures was kind of cool. So there's little blessings here and there. And we just feel amazed that the way it turned out right after the fire, we knew we were staying. I mean,
Right.
neighbors came over. The volunteer fire department were the neighbors. And our across the street neighbors were right out in the yard, and they probably had things they needed to do that day, but they just hung out with us all day, and then set us
Right.
up in a trailer behind their church, so we'd have a place to stay while we got able to come back over here.
Right. Just doing our best. If you're on a cell phone, you have to type it all in. If you're on a laptop, or a computer, then you can just do the @ and type the name in. As you're typing the name in, it'll pop up and then just click on it. But on cell phones, you have to type it all in. That's a big pain. I go through the same thing with my phone as well at times. That's the part I hate about missing my computer.
Yeah, we got a cheap computer at Walmart at first, so we could do the YouTube better, like for $400. And I think it already died or something. Oh no, Deborah's using it right now.
The only thing I got left, is my daughter's laptop, which is I bought her that when I bought my computer system. So luckily, the laptop was with me with my hotspot that day because I left it in the vehicle from the day before. So that worked out nice at least I didn't have to buy that again, and just use my phone because that just sucks.
It's not as easy. Yeah, we all had computers, our own computers in the house, pretty powerful ones. My son had gaming equipment and green screens and all that. 3D. I don't want to go through it, but just
Right.
But we're thankful to still be here. This was our dream, to move out into the country and try to get self-sufficient. And then you all try to get self-sufficient, and right when you think you have it made and you'll be okay through almost anything, everything burns, and then you're relying on your neighbors to help you get back on your feet. So it's really humbling, but it's a good lesson too, that people are more important than stuff. I don't know.
Just doing our best. Sometimes you just use part of their name that's there, like Gray Wolf. Just type in Gray Wolf, he'll know it's him. I'm sure if you did Redneck, they'll know it's them. Handicapped, you'd know it was them. So you don't have to type it all in if you don't need to. after you learn everybody, sometimes you'll know them by name, like I know Peter and Brett here by name. Sometimes I still just put in their channel name, but sometimes you just type in their regular names. You just figure it out to make it easier. Yeah, Gray
Yeah.
Wolf, call him Skip. It's like me. People say Mark in chat. Sometimes it's me, sometimes it's not, because there's a few of us, and that gets a little complicated sometimes. But we just make the best of it and just move on to the next comment or whatever. Y'all can call
It's
me
Brett.
Dan, Handicapped Traveler.
That's
I'm
the
horrible
place.
with names. If I haven't been up on a panel with you or known you for a while, I'm not going to remember your name. So it takes a while for me to learn names.
That's part of the place that we had that burnt. It had a big old long porch. That's just the back part of the house, but
Right.
we loved hanging out on that porch. But we will rebuild better. We didn't build that, so it's not like it's something we built that burnt down. We liked it, but yeah, we'll do something we like better.
Well, y'all, I hate to jump off here, but my daughter's texting me, so I'm sure she's going to want to talk. So
We understand. You
Well,
talk
thanks
to
for
your
coming
dog.
on and explaining everything, Mark.
hey, thanks for having me up here. And if you don't
Not a
mind,
problem.
anytime you're live or whatever, if I can drop my link in the chat.
Definitely.
All right, thanks. I appreciate that, because there's a lot of channels out there that are making me a mod so I can just drop my stuff in there, because that helps.
Yeah,
Not
it sure
not
does.
not being a mod, you can't do nothing, and it gets a little frustrating when they're up there trying to explain it on the panel, but you can't drop it. Then the mods have to go try to find it, and I just pull my phone up. I just have everything all ready. I just click share, so it's a lot easier. Thanks everybody. I appreciate it. Somebody did send me a donation on PayPal, on my PayPal, so that helps. I don't know about the GoFundMe. I haven't been back on that yet. I have to click out of it completely and then go back on to see. Always, help somebody that needs it. Being kind and everything goes a long ways, and it makes everybody's hearts feel good. All right. You guys have fun. Stay out of trouble.
Okay, you have a good night, Mark.
All right. Thanks, Peter. Later, Brett.
I was talking about you earlier, Brett. Yeah, I was saying that you never have a place for me. Why'd you mute yourself?
I forgot I was muted.
Yeah, I was saying that.
I force myself not to interrupt by muting.
Yeah, I was saying that you never had a place for me down there until I can find something permanent.
Yeah, that's what
And
we want to do.
I'm going to be down there as soon as I can.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to host people here to kind of, help them get a place where they can have, just so they can have a place to stay while they're looking for property here. Instead of paying something at a campground or something. I mean, we can't afford to support people, but I mean, if you can, people who can come down and just want a place to park their camper or RV, we can hook them up to electricity and maybe even the septic. I got to make another septic dump or something, but we could just figure it out as we go. Oh, the dogs are trying to break down the front door.
Yeah, hopefully we don't get a lot of snow and have an early spring, and maybe I can get done what I need to get done here and
Yeah.
And be ready to move before hot weather sets in.
Yeah.
If not, you'll be in the fall for sure.
Yeah, as long as you get going before next winter. I mean, I wish we could come up there and help you do all that, but we don't have any resources. All we have is the land here.
Yep.
But it's in a good spot where there's lots of cheap properties available. They used to be even cheaper, but I think they're going back down now. So, yeah.
That'd be nice, Skip.
I wish I'd have bought more property when I had the money. I should have bought more property, but I didn't. I could have had extra properties that people could have used and stuff like that.
Yep.
But hindsight, See that behind me is one of my aunt's oil paintings that was in my grandma's house.
Nice.
It's just like an old country road. She's a good painter. But yeah, I better get. Huh?
I couldn't get anything come up for a virtual background tonight.
Yeah, this is just our camera software that does this. You notice I'm able to play like moving images in my background too.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's not it's not a well, I mean it'd probably be better with a green screen, but it's just the camera software lets you do that. The firmware on the camera. My son set it up. It's like a gaming camera or something. But I can change the photos easily. I can change the background. I can do the background blur. It's pretty cool. It's a lot better than using this stupid camera that came with the laptop. Well, this is a desktop, but it didn't have a camera, but we were using the laptops before.
Dog man, I probably can come with 10K. I got a K here on my keyboard I can peel off. I probably have some magazines I can cut some Ks out of. I can come up with 10Ks. Kind of got a feeling that's not what he means, though. Hello, Des.
Hey, Des.
Hey guys. I love that background. That painting. Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's my aunt. I got we had like 5 or 6 of her paintings. She's got the daily prayer painting, with a guy praying over a loaf of bread that she did. Most of them are mountain type pictures.
I'm a fall girl, so. Well, Mark, you left the seat nice and warm for me. We're always following each
This
other.
one's my favorite. It's like a Colorado picture.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those kinds too. And then a lot of the pictures with the reflection off the water of the mountain or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a total mountain girl. I mean, I grew up in New England, so we had the White Mountains and stuff like that, and the Berkshires and fall colors. That's pretty. The prairie with the house out that's really, really pretty.
She's really good. She lost her. I mean, she can still see, but her eyesight's really poor now.
Mhm.
And she still paints though with a magnifying glass. And she can play a piano. She was a piano teacher. That side of the family, all my extended family are all talented, and I'm not.
My family's talented too, and I'm like, where did I come from?
Right?
I don't sew, I don't craft, I don't sail, I can't play a music instrument. I sing like a screeching cat on a hot tin roof. I mean, it's horrible.
She painted
Hey,
that.
good night, Grammy Sandra. And Mark Tokira, that I said hi to.
Oh, you got rid of the pretty background.
What pretty background?
The paintings. But then it's winter right now, so it wouldn't be nice to have fall. Just a reminder that winter's coming back again.
Look at the mist on the mountains. It's
Oh,
kinda
thank you, Kevin. I don't feel like it, but I appreciate it. That's very kind of you.
It's Brett. I just put it on my caption there. So becoming Christian, Brett or Brent. I've had tons of people call me Brent. I don't care.
I'm sure you've been called other names too.
Brat.
I'd say, was it Brat one of them?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
got
called you
called
Brad
Brad
a
a
few
lot,
times.
especially by my sister.
Yeah, I've seen him in chat before. I've typed in, "Hello, Brat." Oh,
Yeah,
I mean Brat.
yeah.
That's as bad as me when Jason gets on from All Terrain Coffee and Camping. I see all, and I say all of a sudden I'm saying Al. I'm like, no, Jason, I meant Al. Yeah, not Al, just Jason. Yeah, it's like because I see the all, so I catch the first two, and it's like, oh, great, here we go again.
I like having people on here I can pick with and don't take it seriously. I could do that with Peter. I could do it with Devil Dog. There's some people that I've picked on and they just get all crabby, and I know that I don't want to be friends with them.
I'm like right in the middle. Depends how
I
much I
know.
get picked on.
You're a little, you're
No, I'm
borderline.
sensitive. I'm sensitive.
But as
I
you
admit
know
it.
me longer, you know I'm just kidding.
No, I know that. That's why I come around.
I
You can
wouldn't
always
come
pick on.
around.
You can always pick on that dog man.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah, I was going through the one email that I regret. I don't want to go through, and that's Yahoo. I have 65,000 emails to go through. I look at it and I go, okay, close it. I close it.
Well, just remember to check while you're checking your Yahoo email. Remember to check MySpace.
Yeah, I gave up MySpace when MySpace left.
I'm just saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Flintstone stuff.
Oh
Yahoo!
yeah.
Nah, a lot of people still have Yahoo email.
I do. I have Yahoo and Gmail. A lot of my junk goes to Yahoo, but there's a few things that are not junk. What I miss is my Hotmail because I had downloaded some games and stuff, and then all of a sudden Hotmail closed my Hotmail account, and I'm like, there went all my downloads in my email gone. I was not a happy camper, and it's stuff that I paid for, and it's like, are you kidding me?
I've got other email accounts now, but I still use my original email that I had years ago with AOL.
I have an AOL, but I had Web TV. I used to have Web TV. That's how I first started out on talking online.
Yeah, I have like 6 different email accounts with AOL. My
Yeah.
main one is the one I had years ago, my very, very first one. And then last summer I added the Old Man King Homestead so I could use that for the channel. So
Yeah.
otherwise everything would get lost.
Yeah.
Because I get probably 50 to 100 emails a day on my other one.
Oh, I get that. That's why I've got 65,000 emails. I had
That's
66.
all?
I had 66. Well, this is my 4th time going down. I got to like 35,000 stopped, and it would go back up to 60,000 something. Then I bring it back down again and go back up again. So yeah. Hey,
Did I tell you how
Victoria.
many emails I have?
Go for it.
I just went over 200,000 last week.
Okay, so I don't feel so bad. Aren't we
Hello,
a
quiet
pair?
listener.
Between the two of us, we have almost 300, or we have 300,000 emails. My Gmail's not so bad. It's like I got, I think 65. So I've been going through that, trying to keep up with that one because it's also my Google where everybody messages
Oh, I
me
was just going to text
from YouTube.
Heater wasn't on in there,
you.
and I didn't have internet.
Deborah just came back in from the RV and says the heater wasn't on in there. She thought she had left it on, but yeah, I guess
Oops.
it's getting cold.
Yeah.
Hello,
I think I remember.
Nana 9 Acres. Good to have you here.
I did remember turning it off.
We're not talking about fire anymore.
I know. I checked in to find out before I came in.
She doesn't want to talk about fires.
I'm not 100% over it.
What's understandable?
Totally understand it.
So what do you want to talk about?
Right?
Let me get rid of this smoke behind me.
You guys aren't going to make me talk now, are you?
Oh, for
yeah,
heaven's
your
sake,
channel.
you're alive. He's like, oh no. Wrong question. Let's see if this picture shows up. See the hummingbird?
Yeah, the hummingbird, pretty.
Yep.
Hey, Rebecca.
This camera won't hardly let me move out of the way. It tries to follow you.
Not bad. Traveler, 600 emails in your Hotmail. I want my Hotmail back.
Oh, here we go. Here's a movie.
Oh, there we go.
hummingbird.
That's a good name, Skip.
Hey, critter.
Up, I hear the basement. It's got to be Rebecca, maybe. How
Hello, Rebecca.
Ah, boom.
Why?
did I know it was Rebecca?
Because I just put in hi everyone.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I heard the basement. I heard the knock at the basement, so I'm like, it's got to be Rebecca.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Mayhem just went live.
Them hummingbirds make me think of something. I was standing on someone's porch and there was flowers in this little area that they had made out with bricks.
Yeah.
And they were flying in between my legs with no problem. I'm like, I'm
wild.
not moving.
That's wild.
I do not want to hurt that bird.
Yeah.
I'm working on destructing
About 40 or so.
Hello,
There's
Al.
a
roast
big
beef in there that
ball.
needs that.
I'm a
Oh,
little scared of that. Last
you're making
time
it into a ball?
I'm making it into
Smell it.
the balls
Yeah.
A little on the edge.
so I can make hats.
Well, there's lunch meat. If he's starving, he needs to eat
That's
something.
not why I'm here. I'm here because I'm
Okay.
cold.
Thanks for being here,
What,
Dan.
does your heater not work?
My heater works. I just didn't have it on last night, and I fell asleep, and the room was cold.
Oops.
I keep it going or click it on.
Oh gosh. Ooh. Look, I've got my Hotmail. Oh, I'm gonna check and see if it's still active or not. I'm gonna go back and look. I got my MySpace. I've got my Hotmail. I'm finding my old passwords at different places. So I'm like, wow.
Have you ever had one land on you?
A hummingbird?
Yes.
Nope.
Neither have I.
I'm not so lucky.
Well, I've had a butterfly land on me.
My daughter has. She's had a butterfly. Hey, Al. She's had a butterfly and some other things too. Holy cow! My old phone number from like 30-something years ago or longer. Wow. It's wild, you know. You put passwords and stuff down on cards and in a container, and then you find the container that you haven't seen in forever, and you're finding all of a sudden passwords and email addresses and phone numbers. This is what happens when you get old and you can't find things
Yep.
or remember.
I know
or
the
remember.
feeling.
Yeah. Can't find things or can't remember. Wow. I used to belong to Club Pogo and I got my sticker. That's really old. Now this takes up my time. No more Club Pogo.
Fred,
Hey, I'm gonna jump off here because we're trying to cook supper and
That's
critters over here. Rebecca, did
Okay.
you by chance did you send that hat for Drew?
It will be shipped off tomorrow.
Oh, okay, good.
I
Then I
went
don't have
to
to go to
take
the
it, and
post
then I
office
wasn't.
today.
I wasn't sure, Britt, what name to put on it.
Yeah, just tiny farm nuggets or butt nuggets homestead, something with
Okay,
nuggets in it.
okay.
They know us, and it's a very small post office, and
Okay.
we'll get it and take it to Drew. He's just up the road.
Okay.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good. You're welcome.
Okay,
God
have a
bless.
good night, Brad.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Bye, honey. I put in Hotmail and it goes to Outlook. What's up with that, folks?
Never dealt with either one of them.
Me neither. I want to see if this works. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, I see Mark just dropped his link for the fire rebuild fund. So if anyone's able to help him out in any way, go ahead. Either financially help him, share it out, whatever you can do. Him and Kira can use the help. Figuring it out, Des?
I'm trying to get into. I'm trying to figure out. They say recovery, but it's through Microsoft. But I haven't done Microsoft, and I don't know. I know I have it. I think I have a Microsoft account, but it wouldn't be my Hotmail account. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't know. Let me see.
Well, I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. I think we had a pretty good chat.
Yes, we do. Well, we do till I started doing this. Sorry, everybody. Come on, let's talk. Don't leave Peter hanging. Give him a conversation going.
I'm
You're gonna
trying
have to end this short,
I'm trying
right?
to untangle yarn. It's great fun.
It says the
Willow
Microsoft
Bank-
account does. It's not Microsoft.
Willow Way Ranch is going to be going live in about 4 minutes.
Yep. I have her
I have her
marked.
saved. I have her saved. I don't know if it would. I don't think it would automatically switch me, would it? It says
No.
notify me.
Yeah, you just go over and you click on the button when it's time. I mean, if you're already there waiting, it'll kick in.
Okay. I'm looking at the clock over here and going, okay, I gotta get out of here soon.
No, it'll kick on. Like if you're in the chat waiting for it to kick on, it'll automatically kick in, and then you'll see there.
But it won't.
Willow.
It won't while I'm here.
Oh, I don't know. I've got two windows
I don't
open.
either because I said notify me.
Yeah, I've got two windows open, so I'm over there right now.
It'll notify you
That
but
it's on.
it won't kick you off here and put you on to
Yeah.
her
Okay.
live.
No.
Okay.
Who's going live? Willow Way
Willow
Way Ranch. I feel like the tongue twister.
Yeah, I'm trying to drop her link right now.
She said hi all. And somebody else I follow is right now on a live unless he stopped. I'll go check him out too.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put her up on iPad.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, he's still on the road. He's trucking all night. Good night, Beverly. Take care, hon.
Good night, Beverly. Good to have you here.
Night, Beverly.
Jerbs was live. I don't know if he's still live.
Okay, that link I just posted is for Willow Way Rank Live. That should be starting here in about 2 minutes.
Yep. Okay, let me close those windows. I got between both
Oh.
screens, I have like 30 tabs open.
Sorry, Dixie, didn't mean to scare you.
Who'd you scare?
I scared Dixie.
Aw.
I sat my phone down and it brushed against her. She was
You made it jump.
sleeping. And she woke up kicking all 4 feet.
Aw.
Poor Dixie. And I just talking earlier about how the other cats are always bullying her. Well, not really
Yeah.
bullying her, but they play very rough with her. And then I end up doing it to her.
Hey, it happens. It wasn't on purpose. You just brushed by.
Yep. I happened to set my phone down right on the end of her foot, and it scared the heck out of her because she was sleeping. It woke her up in a hurry, that's for sure.
Aw.
Poor Dixie.
Alright, let me see. Who is live? You are? Dave is. And right now should be Willow. Yep, she's active right now.
Yep, I didn't get her notification yet, but yeah, I just went to her and it says she's live.
Yep.
Okay, well, I want to thank everyone for coming.
It says waiting for Willow. There she is.
Alright, Peter.
All right, Peter. Guess I'm.
Okay, I'm gonna end it for now. And if anyone wants to follow me over to Willow Way Rank,
I will.
Wendy's a very nice person, and I
Come
know
and
she'll
let's support her.
appreciate
Come and support her. She's a great person.
it. Yes, she is.
She really is. So see you guys over there. I'll say
I
we're
see you
doing a Old Man King love raid.
Thank you, Rebecca. Okay, thank you, everyone. Hope to see
You're
you
welcome,
next
Peter.
week.
See you then. Peace, guys.